Anyways, off topic aside, Navia story quest. Here we go. Rosa Multiflora, Chapter Act 1. Braving the Tides Together. Oh, I can't wait. Hold on. Let me just, me being my paranoid self, let me just check recording one more time. Oh shit, I probably should change it to my thing. Yeah, I use Opera GX. Continue now. Chrome's an ass, so. Go. I could. Okay. Recording's good. Recording's good. Start recording again. I mean, Google Chrome's going ham on the ad blockers, so you know, what can you do, right? Alright. Accept quests. Braving the tides together. Shimmering memories. Go to the Court of Fontaine. One day you are stopped by a familiar voice while in the Court of Fontaine. Oh yeah? I should probably turn it to daytime. How long does the buff last on me? It's been there like forever. Can I shoot you with it? Answer, I can. Wow. It targets... I'm sorry you had to see that. It targets the animals. That is cruel. Mm-hmm. 300. 5 minutes? Does it say? Hey, yo? 5 full minutes? Wow. 5 full minutes. Jesus. Right. Right. Yeah, you know what? That makes sense. Whoopie-doo. Should probably heal you up a bit.
Shower me with praise.
Hey, heal Navia for me, will you? Thank you.
Well, if it isn't my dear partners.
What? Oh, she just ran towards us.
That voice! It's Navia!
Navia. Ah, that smile. God. She needs to stop. I don't think I can take anymore. It's so bright. The smile.
I didn't expect to run into you guys here today. Are you headed somewhere?
Just getting our daily dose of adventuring in. No plans in particular.
How about you, Navia? Are you still busy rebuilding Poisson?
We've wrapped up most of the rebuilding, but there are still a few things left to take care of.
Alright, bye. Thanks for stopping by. On Friday for the Genshin concert 2023. And then I'm planning to go live on Sunday as well for like acts 1 to 4 of the event. Yeah, the main flagship event. Marin. Ah, right, Marin from what was it called again? My darling something. The one with the cosplay. Yeah. You know what? You put Navia's hair down completely, she would actually look like Marin.
Stocking
My
up
dress
on
up darling.
materials,
That's the
confirming
name.
construction timelines, discussing compensation terms with families affected by the disaster. Between all of that, I've been making a lot of trips between the court and Poisson.
Wasn't Spina di Rosula affected too? Should you really be the one offering compensation?
Well, though the victims have received relief payments from the court, in my opinion, as the administrators of Poisson, Spina di Rosula should take some responsibility as well. Our financial situation right now isn't the best, so all we've been doing is signing agreements for the damages to be repaid at a later date.
Jeez. Can you imagine the fees?
Though just pieces of paper now, they demonstrate our commitment. They're necessary to restore the people's faith in us.
Jesus, it's bright.
Whoa! Spoken like a true president. You're a really responsible leader. That must be taking up most of your time, though, right?
I wonder how young is Navia?
Oh, you bet. Between that and all the other errands I have to run at the court,
In her
I'm
20s?
always forgetting one thing or another. So before I came over this time, I took a page from Melusa's book and decided to make a list of everything. This way, it's easy to see which tasks you haven't checked off.
And then...
And then, since Melus loved using shorthand, I decided to also follow his example and come up with some shorthand of my own.
Even when they're gone, she's being guided by them. Christ.
But after running a few errands in the city, I'm kind of struggling to even read my own handwriting anymore.
Hey, it's alright. We can help out. We're free. We're fine and dandy. God. Oh, brother.
That does sound like you, all right. So what kind of shorthand did you use?
Oh, wanna take a look?
Let Paimon see. Wait. There's nothing here but a bunch of weird symbols. This looks like a piece of kelp wrapped around a stick. And this other one, is it supposed to be a boar in a box?
The first one has to do with confirming the final payment amount for the fishermen, while the second one is a reminder to try the new burger that just hit the market.
Okay, Paimon can definitely see how you might forget what each of these mean.
Maybe just use standardized shorthand symbols next time? Maybe just write out each item next time?
Thank you for your advice. These are the kinds of things you only really figure out once you've tried them out yourself.
I feel like I get the feeling she's a little lost after, Melus and Silver. I mean, like, apart from Melus and Silver, she doesn't really have anyone that looks over her as much as they did, I know obviously the people of Poisson are all, kind and friendly, but it's not the same. It's not the same
I thought
feeling.
that as long as I understood my shorthand when I came up with it, I'd be sure to remember the symbols when I looked at them later. Unfortunately, I've definitely proven myself wrong.
Well, now you know for next time.
Anyway, I should have already taken care of most of the things on the list. There are still a few symbols that I can't decipher, but I don't think they're anything too super important. Worst comes to worst, I'll just make another trip.
Ah, so you're going to head back now?
Let's come with you.
Yep, that's the plan. Oh, actually, since we talked about the reconstruction earlier, want to come with me and check out the town for yourself? You said you don't have any plans, right? So we can
I'd
just
love
catch a boat
to.
and head over. It won't take long at all.
Is the boat as fast as the one in the demo? Yeah, you have fun. You have fun with the story quest, Awakened.
It's a bit sudden, but Paimon doesn't see why not. What do you think, Traveler?
I'd be interested in taking a look. It would be pretty nice. It would be a pretty nice break too.
Then let's go. We'll take a boat over.
Oh, you mean the Aquabus, right? Like the Clementine line?
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
I meant our own boat. The Aquabus doesn't have a station near Poisson, so we'll use one of the Spina's boats.
Whoa. I've never seen that. It's highlighted in yellow. Must be important. I mean, obviously, I'd want to take her boats. Do you see how fast the boat was going in the demo? Like, oh, God. Dang, that boat chase was hyperspeed.
All right, follow me. I'll take you there.
What would have happened if I didn't pick that option? Would I have missed out on, like, this whole scene?
The engineer is still doing a few routine safety checks. We can head out as soon as we get the green light.
Okay, where are you?
So, Paimon has always wanted to ask. The 3 Aquabus lines are all named after people in your family, right?
Yeah, that's right. Callus and Navia are self-explanatory, while Clementine was the name that my mother went by.
Spina di Rosula was one of the main sponsors for the construction, right?
If you provided the Mora to build the lines, then why isn't there even a dedicated line to Poisson? Spina di Rosula built all the lines, yet you still have to take a special boat just to go home. Paimon doesn't get it.
That's just her.
Well, what I heard is that most of our businesses don't actually use Poisson as a hub. So there was no real reason to build a line straight to Poisson. You are right that it is a bit strange, though. If you've already committed to build 3 lines, why not just add a 4th?
Yeah, that's what Paimon's saying. The Aquabus is so convenient, it's really a huge shame.
Well, it is what it is. You know what my father was like. Even I often struggled to figure out what was going on in his head.
Well, something that big also wouldn't have just been his call. Perhaps the rest of the Spina didn't see a point in having a 4th line.
But that would only be the case if he cared about what others thought.
I mean,
My father was always really stubborn. Once he made up his mind, good luck getting him to change it.
I'd like more Aquabus lines. the Navia line and the Clementine line. The guides are adorable.
From what I've heard, the rights of all the other members of the Spina only went as far as giving him advice or suggestions, and no farther. That included my mother, too.
Huh. Well, that explains why you weren't on the greatest of terms with him.
Yeah, because I wouldn't just let him keep getting his way. He was just... not very agreeable.
Boss, the boat's ready. We can head out.
All right, then let's head out.
Oh, so if we pick the other option, do we miss out? We miss out on this entire segment? Really? Oh wow! Whoa, what a title card
It'll
to
be a while
start.
before we get to Poisson. Let's keep talking.
Yeah, I think you did.
Navia, what was your mother like as a person?
Oh, okay.
Oh, Paimon, sorry. She totally forgot that you mentioned before that she passed away during childbirth. So you probably
Paimon.
don't remember her at all.
Sheesh.
That's all right. I've heard many stories about her from the rest of the Spina. They've always said that they were sure we would have gotten along famously.
This is like the same thing with like when we took the Aquabus from the
While my papa was stiff like a board,
Looney
my
Deuce
mother was
Harbor.
supposedly
No,
super
Romantory Harbor.
cheerful and funny. Their complementary
Over to the main city.
personalities allowed them to make up for each other's flaws.
in Act 1. It's great.
My father
I like
would
this.
run the businesses and expand our reach, while my mother would keep the peace and make sure that everyone was happy. Their work made sure that the Spina could grow and thrive.
Yeah, it
Sounds
is.
like they were not just
It
a
auto
romantic
plays too
couple,
if you
but
don't click on
fantastic
it.
business partners partners as well.
Makes sense, makes sense. Imagine you arrive at the harbor and the dialogue's still playing.
Yeah, but those are just stories and anecdotes after all. It's hard for me to piece together a more complete or intimate picture of her.
Well, she wasn't around for most of it.
But sometimes, I'd still look at the Clementine line and wonder, would the Spina and Poisson still be what they are today had my mother survived?
I love these shots they always do. It's really nice.
Silver once said that a name is a kind of inscription, a way to etch a memory
Silver.
into the world. When given a name, a cold, inanimate object can gain a completely new meaning. So, I will always associate the line with her in my heart. Over the past few weeks, I've also begun to appreciate how water can take in and hold our most intense feelings and memories, as well as how one may reflect on their past by watching the sea.
As you're right now.
I've lost many beloved people and memories to the sea. Even though I cannot stop for them and must continue to keep moving, the fact won't change that they existed in my life and gave me the reason and motivation to move forward.
Do you miss them? Missing Melus and Silver? Of course she does.
Always. But no matter what, we can't change the
Oh,
past.
I need to click that faster. I know. It auto-decided for me.
But I tell myself that I need to keep looking towards the future. Everyone, even my parents, have already overcome so many obstacles. Besides, I'm the president of Spina di Rosula. I've got to keep my chin up.
But you've got to take time to, like, recuperate too. You've lost so much. I mean, I can't even imagine. Jeez. It'd be traumatizing
We've
for
reached the
anyone.
shore. Let's go. I'll show you the new Poisson.
See, I know. I'm worried too.
Navia, do you think she's doing all right?
She seems to be managing. She's always been having to cope with one thing or another. I don't like how much Genshin threw at her. I really don't.
Okay, Paimon supposes you're right. She's really been through a lot. It couldn't have been easy shouldering so much by herself.
Yeah. Someone as positive as Navia, even someone like her, you know, sometimes people can have... There's a breaking point for them. Sometimes things will just be too much. She's strong, you know. Navia's strong as a person. New Poisson? Oh, okay. Is it over? Oh. I mean, it looks to be in better shape than since the Archon quests, yeah. Oh, hey. Man,
Boss, you're back!
Florence.
Traveler and Paimon! Welcome back to Poisson!
Sorry for suspecting you. Good person.
Oh, hey! Fancy seeing you again, Florent. Is it your turn to take care of Navia now?
You know, it's like, God, if you're like your character's too happy in a Hoyoverse game, it's kind of like a red flag already. It's kind of like the same case with Kiana, no? Like, Kiana in Honkai Impact, she's she might be a bit of a nuthead, but she's the brightest and most cheerful of all the trio, you know, of Raiden, Mei, and Brania. And look what she had to go through. You know, became a Hersher, you know, lost her teacher, all that. Yeah, exactly, that's what I'm talking about. The final lesson. It's
Hey!
happiness is
I
like...
can totally take care of myself. For the time being, I'll go around without any attendance.
You sure?
We did hand over some of Melus's old responsibilities to Florent, though. It's been really nice to have him around to help out.
Thank you for the compliment, boss. As you see, I've been working closely with the boss on rebuilding Poisson. Mr. Malus was an extremely capable and respected member of the Spina. I've got some really big shoes to fill.
Hope you do well, Florent.
All right. There's no need to be so formal. Everyone's practically old friends by now. Were you waiting here for me? Did we manage to make any progress on the statue?
Oh.
Yeah, we contacted a
Statue?
sculptor about the job. But they can't get started on sourcing a correctly sized block without knowing the design that
Is
we want
this
to
like
use
a
first.
tribute to Malus in silver?
You're commissioning a statue?
I'm guessing it's a tribute.
So basically, we've been meaning to commission a statue
your
of my
parents.
parents in commemoration of everything they've done for the Spina and
No,
the town of
still a
Poisson.
tribute, pretty much.
But since my father was known as callously unfaithful for the longest time, it would have been too controversial to commission a statue of him. But now that his name has been cleared, and the town is also being rebuilt,
it's a better
I
suitable
thought this
time.
would be the perfect chance to actually realize this dream.
Yeah.
The funds to build the statue were freely donated by the people of Poisson to show their appreciation for Miss Clementine and Mr. Callus and everything they did.
Shouldn't Navia be featured with them too?
Me? I'm just the newbie president that's running around
You're
and
doing
causing
a
everyone
fantastic
trouble.
job.
Maybe we can have this conversation again in a few decades, once I've done more for the town and the people.
In a few decades? Navia, I don't know if I can stay that long. It's making me think of the future patches where one day we have to leave Fontaine again, just like we did with Sumeru. When Dia came to say goodbye to us for Sumeru, God, that made me feel so sad.
Hey, there's no need to be so humble. Didn't you just help save the entire
Oh,
country?
God. They're gonna make Navia the one to say goodbye to us for Fontaine, isn't it? No, actually, Navia or Farina. Farina more probably, because she is quite the character.
I
And
agree
we're very
wholeheartedly.
close to Farina.
I also believe that Boss should have a place on the statue.
Hey, if you keep inflating my ego like this, I might just float off into the sky with my parasol.
Like Mary Poppins.
Just kidding. There's no way that I'd accept that kind of compliment at face value. At a minimum, I'd have to match what my father did for the people.
Well, if that's what you think, I think it'll just be a matter of time.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. I just don't think I'm ready yet. Anyway, Florent, now it's up to us to confirm the final design, right?
We can ask the sculptor to start looking for a good block once we've decided on the poses for Miss Clementine and Mr. Callus. But we haven't had any real discussions yet on the possible designs. I feel like I should get a few promising designs first, and then send them over to you to review.
There's no need for all that. Let's decide on a design right now.
Yeah?
Hey, you! Come over here with me.
Oh, alright, okay. Yeah, I'm sure I'm artistic enough. Me? What are you doing?
Modeling a few poses, of course. Here, just pretend to be Callus, and I'll be Clementine.
I'm not as tall as your dad, though. Hopefully it works.
Didn't you say on the boat that Callus and Clementine sounded like great partners? Well, then there's no one better to fill this role than my most valuable partner.
Aww. Hey, thanks for the follow, crybaby. Thank you, I appreciate it.
Florent, let's grab some reference shots.
You've got it, boss. I'll go get the camera.
Would it work?
Well, what do you think? Got any
Hi,
ideas?
Hello. Shouldn't you be running this show?
Well, I've actually discussed it a bit with Florent before, but I could never come up with any fresh or original ideas. It's probably because my idea of them is already kind of set in stone.
Well, I mean, you can share some of it with me, right?
So, I want to pick your brain for a bit and see if you can come up with some new and interesting ideas.
Yeah, Navia is pretty. She's very pretty indeed.
I'm all good here, boss. Feel free to start posing whenever.
Okay, then let's try for something imposing. I'm Callus, the dad, the father, so let's try looking out into the distance. Why don't we just strike a happy pose? Imposing, distance, happy. What would be more suitable for... I want to go for happy, but... Let's do looking out into the distance.
Ah, by that, do you mean as if we were standing on a boat and looking out at the sea? Sure, let's give that a try.
Yeah, something like that.
Whoa, you really remind Paimon of a captain and their first mate.
I'm shorter than you though, Navia. Feels weird.
Look over there, my dear Clementine. As you
Arr,
can see,
arr,
every tree on that island is dripping with mora fruit.
Well, I have tons of more. It's fine. I'm doing fine for myself.
But there's something off with the composition. This pose makes Mr. Callus look too tall next to the lady.
But what? How? I'm shorter though. How am I too tall?
Oh, I see what you mean. Then let's swap.
Oh. Okay, so I'm like... Wait, who's Mr. Callus now? And I'm... Okay.
Well, Paimon is a fan. A statue like this would look fantastic on a boat.
Will we actually get a furnishing item?
Wait, we can't do that. Very few people
Oh,
would
boy.
see the statue if we were to put it on a boat. This statue is meant to be placed in the town.
I mean, it can still work as a statue in the town. It's just a pose, right? You don't have to have the boat.
But then, since we're putting it in the town, the whole point of the pose would be lost.
Yeah. Oh, mistranslation. Yeah. Dang. We're not gonna come to an agreement with this, are we?
Oh, okay. We'll try to think of something else.
Okay, let's try a happy pose.
A happy pose? You mean something like we were laughing together at a funny joke?
I guess. Ha 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 ha.
Would all that be able to come through with just a picture?
Would we even be able to tell what they are supposed to be laughing about?
Oh well. I guess scrap that idea then.
Yeah, and that'd probably be a massive pain to sculpt as well.
I'm sorry. I thought happy would be good.
Could one of you try striking a pose like you're talking while the other one laughs? That actually sounds pretty hard to pull off.
I know.
Forget it. Let's try something else.
Okay, imposing. The one I didn't plan to pick, but we're picking anyway.
Imposing, huh? Oh, I've got it. Let's try this.
Ah, you know what? That looks good. Yeah, that looks good too. Looks badass. Har 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 har.
This pose! It makes me recall Spina di Rosula's glorious golden age.
So it's good, right? We're good, right? Imposing. We'll go with imposing.
But isn't Clementine's pose a bit too bold and heroic? Was she really that kind of person?
Well, then one of us can be imposing. The other one can be looking out into the distance.
If we were to stick with this pose, maybe people would wonder if she was actually the real boss behind the scenes.
Yep, we're not gonna come to an agreement.
Well, tabloids
Who
did
knew?
indeed speculate as much back in the day, but the Spina pulled a few strings and made both the report and the journalist disappear.
Whoa.
Oh, Paimon was just kidding! Please don't make Paimon disappear.
Yeah, I mean, they do that kind of service.
What Florent meant was that we asked the journalist
Oh.
to choose a new alias.
God damn, wording, Florent, please.
You're right, though, that this may not accurately represent the image of her in our hearts.
Well,
Let's try to come up with something
well,
else.
Mr. Callus can do the thing, right? And then Mr. Callus. No, 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 no. Oh God, we're gonna be here for the whole day.
We tried a bunch of different ideas, but none of them felt right.
Just have
I'm
Mr.
all out of brain juice now, too.
Just have Mr. Callus do the arm thing, and then. Well, screw it.
Don't worry. We still got a lot of reference shots out of the session, and each of them can be considered to be a souvenir in their own right. Let's just keep the ideas we tried as backups.
Yeah.
Man, if I knew I was going to do a photo shoot with the Traveler, I would have prepared a lot of outfits and props ahead of time.
What a tease. Because we don't get enough skins for characters, Navia. God dang it.
Oh, outfits! That's the errand I forgot back in the city. Do either of you still remember that girl? The girl I went to see with you two.
Oh.
Her name is Adele.
What, in front of the clothing
Paimon
store?
remembers her. She was the one that we met while investigating Mr. Callus's case, right?
She always believed that her father, Jacques, was a good man. Was a good person.
Yes, that's exactly who I'm talking about. So, after the case, she was finally willing to talk to me. And she told me that she wanted to join the Spina too.
Ooh.
I said that it's fine, but young children are not allowed to join the Spina. She will just have to wait a few years, and then we'll welcome her with open arms. Since she's still a child, though, she thought I was just trying to let her down gently. But how could I get her to believe that I meant what I said? In the end, I came up with an idea. I'd have a Spina uniform made and give it to her as a gift.
Yeah, honestly, same. I mean, my Lumine specified that our outfit has significance to us, so who am I to argue, right? I can't say that, you know.
But I got so busy and distracted in the city that I forgot to pick the uniform up. So I did forget something important after all.
Yeah. Let's go
Don't
get it
worry,
then.
boss. I can send someone to pick it up right away.
Or I just use the teleport waypoint and get it myself, no biggie.
On the matter of the statue, we should still come up with a few more ideas for the design. I'll have to trouble you to source some for me.
We could have just done that from the start.
Hey, at least this way we got some cool pictures. Yeah,
Yeah,
photo
you're
shoot
right.
with Navia.
We'll have some
I'm
value
not
in souvenirs
complaining.
at least.
What? What was that shot for?
Navia! Florent, guess who's back?
Coulter. Hi.
Huh? But aren't you supposed to...
Oh, well, if it isn't Coulter. Back already from the Fortress of Meripede?
Coulter?
That's right. I finally finished serving my time. Gotta say, turns out I was a lot tougher than I thought.
A member of the Spina in the fortress. Why? Why were you imprisoned?
After I got out, I immediately made a beeline back to Poisson. You could say that familiar, briny smell became a primal call, urging me to forget everything else and just come back home. You wouldn't believe how much I've missed Melissa's grilled fish. I dreamed about it every time I had to get a welfare meal down there underneath the sea.
It's good to have
At
you
least the
back,
fortress is
Coulter.
not too bad.
You look as well as ever.
Oh yeah.
And this guy is...
Nice mustache.
Let me introduce you. This is Coulter, another of Spina di Rosula's members. He was found guilty and sentenced to the Fortress of Meripede some time ago.
For what?
But, looking at it now, it was probably another one of Marcel's plots while he worked at the Confrérie of Cabrières.
Wait, Mr. Marcel? What do you mean? He was involved in some sort of plot?
Oh boy, you don't know. Of course you wouldn't know. You were in prison. Oh boy.
Have you not heard anything at all about the water from the primordial sea case?
Oh boy. I mean, surely you were there when everyone like evacuated for the the quake, right? I guess he just didn't knew the context behind that.
Well, I know that Fontaine got flooded, but then the water levels miraculously receded. I thought that was all there was to it and didn't care to ask
The
for any more
prophecy was
details.
wrong.
Do you
The prophecy
mean
was wrong.
Mr. Marcel was somehow involved with all that?
Oh, oh boy. Boy. Let me just catch you up real quick. Mr. Marcel, big bad villain. Killed a lot of women. Okay? Newsflash.
Looks like we'll have to explain everything from the top. That case. A lot of things have happened in Poisson since then. First things first, let me introduce you to these two.
Heyo.
They're my most trusted partners, and they've been with me through thick and thin. Now you could call them Spina di Rosula's VIP helpers.
Oh, nice to meet you. I don't recall Navia ever generously complimenting anyone like that before. So you must be pretty amazing to get that from her.
We're partners.
Indeed, pretty amazing. But we've been cool since before we even met her.
Okay, Paimon. We just followed Navia's lead.
Humble again as always, I see.
You're the best,
Even when I was
Navia.
totally sincere with my praise.
Nice, nice. Spina di Rosula always seems to attract great people. Oh, that reminds me. Where are Malus and Silver? Aren't they always by your side?
About that.
Of course, if you didn't know about Marcel, he wouldn't know about that either. You know, Navia, it's fine. I mean, if you don't feel comfortable, just let us do the talking. Do we really want her to recount that event herself? No, hell no.
Coulter, a lot of things happened while you were gone. As you can see, even Poisson isn't quite the same as how it was before you left.
Just when the wound was closing up.
They lost their lives, keeping me safe during the flood.
Still said it.
What did you say?
They're gone. Coulter.
This isn't some kind of morbid welcome home prank, right?
No.
You're just scaring me on purpose because I don't know anything about what's happened.
No.
I'm sorry, but
Not just
It's
them,
the
but like
truth.
half of Poisson.
they weren't the only people we lost either. Many others, including Melissa, also lost their lives in the disaster.
And you were looking forward to the...
Malus and Melissa, dead. They're just gone?
Yeah.
Malus. I was planning to give him a surprise gift once I ran into him again in town. I can't believe it.
See, I knew this wasn't gonna be happy. I knew it. I knew it. I'm not even surprised at this point.
Hey, keep it together.
Malus and Coulter were friends for many years, and even served on many missions together during the early days of the Spina. I can understand how he feels.
No.
Let's sit down somewhere, so I can tell you everything that has happened while you were gone. Fair warning, there was a lot.
You really want to be the one to explain everything? I mean... Right, that's your decision, Navia.
Okay.
Dang it. It went from taking pictures to this. God. God damn it. Yep, okay. I'm getting Thelxie's Fantastic Adventures from this. The start of the quests, like at the front of it, all looks happy and chill, but nope. By the like what are we? 30 minutes in, and oh boy. Of course, this is what the main point of the story is gonna be.
All of this. It's unbelievable. I can't believe that those stories were real. It all really happened. Has the world gone mad?
Had I not personally experienced all those events, I would have also found them very difficult to accept. Yeah, I mean, Jesus. I mean, hell, Coulter, consider yourself lucky. Had I not personally... Yeah, there we
I
go.
think you and I both feel the same way about the profound tragedy of Melusa's loss. And the sheer depravity of Marcel's actions.
I thought Mr. Marcel would always stand by the Spina. Everything he had, the Spina gave to him. It's unconscionable to have received all that, and yet still plot to kidnap and dissolve you for his insane research.
The good news is that the Confrérie of Cabriere is no more. Gone with them too is the entire synth manufacturing and distribution network.
I mean, the Confrérie was just to act as like a front. It's a disguise for the drug production.
We finally closed the curtain on that long struggle.
Are you sure? But if Marcel wanted to rebel against us, he probably sent word in secret to Romeu.
Romu?
Who?
Not a name I've heard before either.
Oh, is there someone left from that we haven't found out about?
Florent should remember him. You see, there was once a major internal dispute regarding funding the construction of the Aquabus lines. Romeu was the leader of the faction that thought such a vast sum of mora would be better spent improving the town of Poisson. But Mr. Callis believed that an opportunity to collaborate with the court of Fontaine and the Fontaine Research Institute was hard to come by, and would allow us to build many valuable relationships. Not only would the Aquabus be a good business investment, it would also boost our reputation among the general populace, eventually paying us massive dividends down the line. But the two couldn't come to an agreement. Romeu ended up taking a lot of people with him when he left Spino di Rosula altogether.
This is what's gonna
and the
be.
split was on extremely bad terms.
This is what's gonna be the main story for the story quests. Us confronting Romeu.
Ugh. And with Papa's stubbornness, I can definitely imagine how it must have gone down.
And of course, when he was suffering the slings and arrows of outrageous injustice, those relationships that he spent a fortune to build didn't help in the least.
Yeah. You could say it was the price he paid for sticking to his beliefs.
That couldn't have been the first time a dispute like that happened, right?
Oh, that's a good point. If Callis was really as stubborn as you say, then wouldn't he have argued with the rank and file all the time?
Also, we gotta run an ad soon, people. So, keep that in mind.
Oh yeah. It eventually became a thing that just happened on every day that ended with Y. But Navia, I mean, boss, you might not know this, but he wasn't always like that. He used to be a lot better with taking counsel. With him listening to our advice, and Ms. Clementine also frequently on our side, it was pretty smooth sailing for a good many years. But on the matter of the Aquabus, even Ms. Clementine completely stood by Mr. Callis' side.
I never knew. But from my perspective, Romeu's position had a lot going for it. Couldn't they have sat down and talked it out?
I think the Aquabus was just the straw that broke the camel's back. On that topic, they eventually came to a rather radical conclusion. They believed that Miss Clementine lost her ability to serve as an impartial mediator when she became pregnant with Callus's child.
So, they thought she had betrayed them? But that doesn't make any sense. Before she was their mediator, my mother was also her own person, and a member of the Spina. She should have the right to take any side she wished.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, but to them, even taking a side was betrayal enough.
people are.
They felt like their voices could no longer be heard once their sole mediator had gone over to the other side.
Some people are just like that.
Of course, Ms. Clementine then passed away, and Mr. Callis began to regard the completion of the Aquabus project as her final wish. With that, the last hope of reconciliation was gone.
So that's what happened.
From that point on, Romeo and his people cut ties with the Spina. And never gave us any kind of professional or personal courtesy ever again.
Where are they now?
Perhaps they've regarded us as enemies ever since they left. But even so, there is still no proof that they ever acted in concert with Marcel.
I've also heard that they aren't in a good financial position, so they've been lying low for a while.
Is their base also
But
underwater?
as long as
Like
they exist, they'll continue to be a threat.
every bad guy Fontaine base?
I think Coulter's got a point. Both Marcel and Romeo had my father in their sights for a very long time.
We just missed out on Romeo.
Even though Marcel's faction has been dissolved, we still don't know anything about Romeo's whereabouts. If they're still trying to get revenge on us, with how distracted and vulnerable we are, now would be the best time.
Good thinking, boss. We should keep an eye on them at all times. I'll let my men know right away.
Poisson can't catch a break. You know, the flood's over, but then there's this secret half of... Oh. Right, well. There's an ad running, by the way, people. So, quick break. Like I said, Jesus. The flood may be over, but there's still more threats for Poisson. Maybe the whole of Fontaine, but Poisson took it the hardest. Jeez. Fontaine's not the one that lost half its residents. Oh well. Yeah, I mean, I guess when you're in the mafia business, it does fuck things up a lot. It's tragic though. I mean, they're more the good kind of mafia, Robin Hoods, if anything. Still, there's just gotta be that side of evil and negativity that balances it out. What can you do? It's the Hoyo effect. You really can't fix it. It's the Hoyoverse effect. They gotta balance the scale, right? It's a shame. And is it still running? Okay, it's another minute of ads on my end, it says. Also, I'm just gonna check as well how recording is doing. Okay, recording's good. Recording's good. I mean, that's just common Hoyoverse gacha luck. There's gacha for the characters, there's gacha for the relics, there's gacha for the story and the amount of happiness people get. Yeah, depending on like your area, sometimes you just don't get ads So, you know, that's a thing. It's depending on your area. I mean, if you're not getting ads, lucky you, right? It's kind of like having a subscription, but not really.
Thank you for that, Florent. And Coulter, thank you for telling me about this as well.
Don't worry, it's nothing. Do you have a moment right now? How about we go out for a walk? I've heard so many incredulous things today. I'm finding it a bit hard to calm down even now. I mean, to think that I'll just never see them again.
Okay, I'm going to assume for now that Coulter sounds like a good guy, okay? Just don't let the story go in a direction that turns out, oh, Coulter's actually some kind of messenger or like an observer for Romeouf, and that he came out of the fortress to do just that. Something to send messages back to Romeouf and his people to, you know, let them organize stuff. Let them be a threat.
Ah, in that case, why don't we go back to the court? I can pick up Adele's uniform while we're there as well. It'll save Laurent's guys a trip.
Look,
Want to come with
I'm
me
sorry if
again,
I'm
you
too
two?
paranoid.
You don't mind, do you, Coulter?
Of course.
But
that's fine by me.
Marcel still seemed like a very good person to me, right up until we realized he was behind the missing women's case.
Then let's go! Paimon feels like a lot's hinging on this visit.
We want to see Adele cheer up. We want to see the future star of the Spina.
We really are the best of partners. Come on, let's...
Agreed. Oh, she's right there. Are we taking the boat again? Actually, is her books up today? Ah, shit. It ain't.
It's raining again.
What was
Are
Jesus?
we not taking the boat this time?
It's nice to walk from time to time, isn't it? Think of it as something like a hiking trip.
We're hiking
Once
in
we're
the
there,
storm.
we can stay a few days before we return.
Yeah,
Sounds good. I haven't walked this road in a long time.
a horrible timing with the weather, by the way, Genshin. Just so you know. God. Alright, I can't walk without. Couldn't you have picked a sunnier day? Huh? Instead of... You really... Unless the weather's hinting at what's to come. Oh.
The sun feels almost...
Well, just as we got close to the point. The storm cleared up just like...
Well,
just
we've
like
walked
that.
far enough for now. Let's take a break.
We barely... Okay, you know what? It's fine.
Since we're out for a walk, we shouldn't stress too much about the destination.
Sure.
I've grown old, so I'm not as fit as before. It's a good thing that at least my work down in the fortress was quite the workout.
Well, Paimon thinks you're doing great. We didn't have to slow down for you at all.
Back in the days before the aquabus lines were built, we often had to hike north with our goods, then catch a boat to the court. Malus and I must have traveled this way hundreds of times. When we were tired, we would lay down for a while on the grass, and when we were hungry, we'd catch a fish or two. The Spina was still on the rise back then. Mr. Callus was generous, and everyone had the chance to strike it rich. So, of course, we all worked really hard. And now, in the blink of an eye, the aquabus lines have been built, and this road has fallen into disuse.
I don't really think that's a bad thing, though.
Oh, I know. I was just being a little nostalgic.
It's alright.
Then let's stay here a bit longer. Anyone want snacks?
Yo, hold on. Let me just open my backpack full of like a billion food items. We can have a whole picnic right here, Navia.
Oh, is this another chance to try some of Navia's macarons? Paimon's been dreaming of them.
Oh no. Oh no. Navia's macarons specifically? Like the burger-sized ones? Oh shit, my teeth. My diabetes. Oh god. Oh, diabetes moment. That's gonna rot my teeth. That macarons are pretty sweet, I remember. Imagine a mouthful of that. Like just
Yep, I figured you wouldn't say no to a few more.
My god.
Oh, wait. Let me check if I have all the ingredients.
Oh.
Malus and Silver used to take care of tasks like this.
It's fine. We have plenty in our bag, and I'm sure it's okay.
Okay. The
Now
stove's
she has to
looking
do
good.
everything herself.
And as for the ingredients,
You can see how she's getting. Everything reminds her of the loss.
seems like we're all out of flour and sugar. The two most important ingredients
I
of
have
all.
tons. I have hundreds. Take it.
Oh, would you? Oh, but it would be too much to ask you to go on a
No,
trip
no,
just for
it's
those.
right in my bag.
We should contribute to making the macaron
Exactly.
too. Don't worry, we cook out in the wild all the time, so she should have some stuff on hand.
We'll fill the space. We'll try our best to fill the space. I know we can never replace
Oh, that's
Malus
great.
or Silver.
Then I'll leave the ingredient gathering to you. As long as we have some sweet flours and wheat, I can start the baking.
Then I'll go look for some boxes nearby for a makeshift table and chairs.
Okay.
Great. Then I'll prep the stove. Let's get to work, everyone.
Can't they just go in my teapot though? That's just me. If something I mean, you better not say that. You're probably gonna jinx it. You're gonna say that and something sad actually happens to Navia. Or better yet, something sad happens to everyone. Oh no. Because Fontaine, no one gets to be happy ever. Yeah, where's Coulter? Coulter? Yo. No? Okay. Alright. Navia, I got tons.
Ah, how did it go? Did you find the ingredients?
I told you I had hundreds.
You've all done your part. Just leave the rest to me.
Navia bakes a batch of macarons with her usual gusto.
Whoa, these macarons look and taste magnificent! Your cooking is as good as ever, Navia.
Boss's baking skills have always been famous. Everyone in the Spina knows how exceptionally talented she is.
It is the good old burger-sized macarons. Oh my god, I miss these. As big and sugary as they are, and they're probably not good for your health. I miss these. They're so big. They're so big. They're like, what is like? Yeah, it's like this size, bro. It's literally, it's like this size. Like, imagine taking a bite out of that and it's all just sugar, dude. That it's gonna fuck you up. Like, oh, God, God.
Oh,
It looks good
it's
though.
just a hobby.
God, we need a recipe
There's no
for
need
that.
to praise me for it like that.
Gargantuan sugariness.
Have you two seriously never considered joining us? You're so close to the boss, and she obviously trusts you with all her heart, so...
There's still some important things we must do, like, hey, find Ether. Yeah, dickhead. You know, you and your abyss, whatever. For Navia, I'll risk heart attack and diabetes. Honestly, though, same. You really want to poach me from the Adventurers Guild? You really want to poach me from the Adventurers Guild, huh?
Was it that obvious? I just thought you would be a great fit, that's all.
I'd love to, but
You just
Our
happened
journey.
To walk
We
in
still
on
need to
our
go on
little
our journey.
reunion. It's actually been quite a while since we last spent time together. Adventurers never stay in one place for long. The name of Spina di Rosula would just tie them down. Besides, after everything we've been through together, I'm sure our hearts would remain intertwined even if we found ourselves on opposite sides of the world.
to think that... I'm sorry, I mentioned this already, but to think that finding Ether or join some Wind Bloom Lantern right... God. One day we'll leave Fontaine again, just like Sumeru. I know I said this already, but when we do, I feel like I might even cry when, like, just picturing like Farina saying, just saying goodbyes, New Villette. Imagine if they even put more people than just what we had with Sumeru, which was just Dia. I'm getting sad just thinking about it, and that's not even gonna happen until next year. I'm already feeling sad about it. Cause like the main story's over, at least until the interlude. So, God, Fontaine's so sad. What the fuck? My heart, my soul. I can't take it.
Even if Paimon was far beyond the horizon, she'd still remember the delicious taste of Navia's macaron.
I'd remember you, Navia, more than anything.
I understand now. Then I am very lucky indeed to have been graced with the chance to meet the two of you. I will endeavor to make the most of this short yet fortuitous encounter, and enjoy every moment we spend together.
Hey, you're welcome, Vega. There goes your freebie, Primo Gems, baby.
We've got no wine with us, but let's still toast with water in celebration of this moment.
Hell yeah. I don't... I thought I heard something just now. Was that just some soul critter? Is Romeo's gang already at work?
Cheers! Hey, what are you doing? Quick, join in on the toast!
May your
Cheers!
travels go smoothly.
Yippee.
May the Spina continue to
Who's
grow.
behind the...
And may our friendship last until the end of time.
I'm about to blow that bush up.
All set? Let's move out then. I asked some old acquaintances in town to make Adele's uniform, so we should be able to pick it up right away.
Who the fuck? No, what am I doing? Yeah, same. I need all the Fremo gems I can get. I'm at what? Right, okay, we're at like 20 something pity left for Cloud Retainer, so I think I'm fine leaving Navia at C0 for now. Right, I need to give her a glider. God, she's so fabulous. What does she look good with? I'll use this for now. It kind of complements her hair in a way. Hola.
Hey there, Ludovine. How's business lately?
The Demoiselle of Spina de Rosula. I must say, your generous patronage is the one thing keeping me from going bankrupt.
Nonsense. We all know what a talented businesswoman you are. Oh, and don't forget, she's the boss now.
My mistake, my mistake. I just got so used to calling her Demoiselle. Are you here for the uniform?
Yep. I forgot to drop by earlier when I was running errands around here.
I didn't expect Demoiselle to come and pick it up in person. It's just a uniform after all. Any of your folks could have come instead.
Navia's always like to take even small things seriously.
Hey, that's not the only reason I'm here. We mostly just needed a walk to clear our heads. There are few things more uplifting than taking the first step on a new journey.
Boss has got a point. Going on a trip with friends is
Hey.
always better than staying.
Hey,
cooped
hey,
up
hey,
at
hey,
home.
hey, hey, I see your ass there. Who the hell are you? What are you sneaking over there for, huh?
Very well. Please, wait here while I retrieve the uniform for you.
Oi. Who's that?
Can someone remind Paimon again why Adele wants to join the Spina?
She hasn't given me any concrete
Where's
reasons.
that guy?
All she says is that she really looks up to me. After we cleared her father's name, she became a lot more cheerful and outgoing. It's probably because she now knows for sure that her father was never a bad person. She said she used to be terrified of Papa. So, as a result, she found all the rest of the Spina super scary as well.
Who are you?
But the Spina is
Why are
very
you listening
different
in
now.
on us?
She mustered up the courage to talk to me, and felt like I could really understand her.
Two of you have contended with similar circumstances. Hey, Lubin. Back there. Look.
Yeah,
Spooky
you
guy.
could say that.
Spooky guy in the
By
corner.
uncovering the truth about the case, I was able to give her closure at the same time. She said that she wanted to become someone like me.
Who the hell is
Someone who could lend a hand to others, instead of standing still and waiting for others to help her.
From the sound of it, she'll be a wonderful addition to the Spina.
that? When she
I
grows
think
up,
so
of
too.
course.
But for now, let's focus on giving her a great atmosphere to grow and thrive. She can commit to us once she's older, and can really make that decision for herself.
That is a terrible way to hide. You just walk out of your hiding spot after that and act like nothing. Dude, we saw you. So I wasn't just hearing things. Yeah, thank you, Lumine. You actually
Is
noticed.
something up, Traveler?
We're being stalked. Follow me, someone's telling us.
Huh? Tailing? Oh, Paimon's coming.
We could have said something.
I'll go check it out too.
Oh, okay.
Coulter, please hold on
She
to
heard.
this for me.
She heard.
All right.
You stay safe, Coulter. Who the...
Paimon saw them too.
Oh.
They headed up.
Go, 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 go.
Stop right there!
Oh, it's all of them. Oh my, there was 3 of them telling us? Oi. Hey, hey, hey. Got you. Got your ass. There's 3 people.
We knew you were going to be difficult.
Who are you? Are you Romeo Slot? Martinet? Martina? I don't know.
Seems like if we want them to talk, we're gonna need to teach them a
Oh.
lesson first.
Trial Navia moment.
Brothers, there's no need to skulk in the dark anymore. Let's take them out!
With you guys? Trial Navia. Let's go. Hey.
Let's light it up!
Hold on.
I'm going in! Yoo-hoo! Watch out! Hiya! Hey there!
Oh, it feels good though.
Hiya!
Her shotgun feels good.
Now, talk. Who are you? And why were you tailing us?
Yeah, who are you? Who's Martinet? Sorry, hold on. Sorry, I'm just checking something. There we go. There we go.
Don't think we'll let you off easy if you keep silent.
Recognizing your situation and don't entertain any fantasies of escape. We've got people up and above. We got people up above and down below as well. Who are you? Are you Romeo Slot? What they were talking about?
How did it go, boss? Are any of you
No,
hurt?
no, not even a scratch.
If you thought they stood any chance against
Yeah.
us, you were sorely mistaken.
They brought... What did they bring? They brought knives to a gunbrella fight. Imagine. Hey. You're full of yourselves.
Anyway, stop playing tough and start talking. There won't be any room for negotiation once the Maison Gardiennage gets involved.
We're looking to get vengeance on Spina di Rosula.
Romeo slot. 100%.
We were discovered and can't beat you in a fight. We admit it. We lost.
Romeo, right?
Get revenge? Wait, you're not Romeu's followers, are you?
Romeo.
You actually know that name?
Well, look at you. I mean, you just got your ass beat and you're still trying to look
Well,
intimidating.
if you do, then surely you should understand why we hate you so much.
It is. I would advise you to stay calm.
Indeed. You haven't got the faintest hope of winning right now.
We were out drinking when we saw Navia. We got so angry we decided to follow you guys and look for an opportunity to really mess up your day.
Really? Yeah, you have a nice day too.
Too bad you guys messed up ours first.
You're lying.
Huh?
You followed us all the way here.
You're pretty sharp. But so what? We didn't do anything.
That's still stalking.
And now it should be pretty
It's
obvious that
creepy.
we can't do anything to you anyway. Seeing you like that just really ticked us off. And we let the drink go to our heads.
Listen, Callus is long dead. No matter what happened in the past, I want to be able to start things anew.
Will they listen? Will these type of people listen?
I am the current president of Spina di Rosula.
You tell them,
If your
Navia.
boss wants to talk with me, I'd be happy to meet with him.
Yeah. Romeo?
I won't press charges for your attack. That should also help demonstrate my sincerity.
I understand. Thank you.
Okay.
I'll let our boss know.
Thanks. They actually have brains, for once.
But if you so much as think about pulling something like this again, I won't be so lenient next time.
Do you hear
Understood?
her cocking the gunbrella? Martinat?
All right. We get it.
You want to get a shotgun
on,
blast?
let's
To the face? Yeah, I
Are
mean,
you sure it's okay to just let them go like that, Navia?
anyone with 2 brain cells would know.
I don't want to inherit my father's grudges,
Yeah, I mean-
too. Moreover, when it comes to the Aquabus, I don't think what my father did was entirely correct either.
You can't solve things with violence, so, just try to talk things out.
If the other side is willing to talk, I'm happy to open the door for a reconciliation. Opportunities for new beginnings are all around us.
I support Boss's decision as well. The concept of an eye for an eye is a primitive practice that has
Yeah.
no place in today's Spina di Rosula.
We don't need to resort to something so,
Yes.
violent.
Plus, we already know that they're strapped for cash. If their financial situation is that dire, they don't have what it takes to challenge us. So this may be the best time to talk. I still think we should keep an eye out for Romeo's folks, though. If he decides to ignore the warning I gave his men, then we could still have a fight on our hands.
I mean, you guys don't have guns, okay? Navia has a gunbrella,
Yeah, those guys definitely didn't look like
A
big
umbrella
fans
shotgun.
of yours.
for Christ's sake.
I'd rather things not go that far, since, though we haven't talked to each other for years, once upon a time we were all a part of the Spina di Rosula family.
Yep, that's how I feel as well. Anyway, now that we've sent them packing, we don't have to worry about those guys anymore. It's getting late already. So why don't we stay the night in the Fleuve Cendre? We can head back to Poisson tomorrow.
Sure.
I'll also ask someone to write Florent a letter and inform him of everything that happened here today, so he can increase security around Poisson and be on guard against any suspicious individuals.
Do we have to stay in the Fleuve Sonde again? Even the pillows there smell like seaweed.
Hey, listen. We're already getting the favor for free.
Sorry,
Paimon.
that's just what happens when you live near water
Yeah, we
and
can
don't
always
get
just
much
use our
sunlight.
teapot.
Poisson's pretty much the same though, so I've long since gotten used to it.
Why don't we use our teapot? Is there a canon reason for that? I mean, you can just deploy it
We
anywhere.
can still go out in
right?
the evening for some grilled fish and drinks, though.
I guess that
Bet you
makes
there'll
things
be
too
people
easy.
singing sea shanties too. How does that sound?
Oh yeah.
Huh. That does sound pretty cool. Okay, Paimon's on board now. Let's go. Paimon wants to sing too.
All right. Go to the flip Sandra. Okay. Now we prepared this gift, which contains a Spina di Rusula out uniform for Adele. The dimensions are a bit large for Adele at present, but it works just fine for a promise. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't seen any like female Spina di Rusula members actually. At least ones that wears the signature suit. Yeah, I know like the teapot item itself is canon. It's just we don't seem to use it as much whenever we're in like nations or you know doing stuff like this. I guess Traveler wants immersion. I don't blame them,
Coming
right?
back here really does feel like this place is starting to grow on Paimon.
I still remember the first time I came here.
If you think about it, it would be kind of weird if the Spina's base at the court was some super luxurious building like the Palais Mermonia.
Totally. Right on the money, Paimon.
I have the money to turn it into a luxurious palace, though. 80 million is sitting right in my account, so. Teapot. Right, Teapot Realm. Oh shit. Ah. Wait, it costs like 10k, doesn't it? Ah, Christ. I hope I saved up enough.
Although, of course, with the continued growth of the Spina, Papa wanted Poisson to eventually grow into a metropolis, not unlike the court. He was a very ambitious man,
1k.
who rarely
Sure.
looked behind or
Sorry.
beneath him. For better or worse, that always made him stand out from the crowd.
Okay, then I definitely have enough for the realm. Thank God. Thank God.
And
I
that's
misremembered
also why
them.
people hated him just as much as they loved him.
All right. Why don't you go wait for me at the restaurant? I'll go do some prep, and I'll get someone to tidy up your room while I'm at it.
Okay.
You can use the same room as last time. You still remember the room number, yeah?
Oui.
Yep. Kinda hard to forget when there are only so many rooms here after all.
Oh, did I just hear someone taking a dig at Fleuve Sandra? I'll tell my guys to stuff your pillows full of actual seaweed right
Oh
now.
no.
Oh, Paimon, sorry! Please have mercy, Navia. If you do that, then Paimon really won't be able to sleep at all.
Look, you'll sleep like a baby anyway. Listen,
I
Paimon.
was just kidding. Be on your way now.
Her voice actress really does her justice. I'm sorry, I have to say that again. They're so good. Fontaine's VA is so good. It's spectacular. Sit anywhere? Alright, I'll sit with you then. Hello. Nope, but can I sit down? Hey. You enjoy a fantastic meal as well as a wonderful performance. As things slowly die down, you return to your room with Paimon and soon hear a knock at the
Hello?
door.
Are you asleep yet?
Navia, did something happen?
Oh, no, not at all. I just figured that since we don't get to enjoy nights like these very often, we should try to enjoy it to the fullest.
Yeah. Fontaine VA, like, dude, New Villette, Farina, with Amber Lee Connors. Chef's kiss. Amazing performance. And Navia, too. Everybody.
Wanna go fishing? I've got some rods and lures ready.
Oh, late night fishing? Hell yeah.
Oh, so that's the prep you were talking about. Oh, we'll come.
Ah, that smile again. Fuck. It's so bright. It's a flashbang in and of itself.
Hopefully I didn't wake you or anything.
That smile just has the power to lighten up anyone's day. You're good. Since the invitation is coming from you, obviously we're gonna accept. Are you kidding me?
I knew it. You really are my best partner. Okay, let's go. To the fishing spot.
She looks to be in high spirits, I'm glad. Fish with Navia. Not in the Fleuve Cendre, right? Obviously. Okay. There we go. Navia! Ooh. Imagine swimming with heels. Goodness me. Right. A lot of Genshin women fight with heels too. God, I mean, Jesus, I'm impressed. How do you even, right? Like, you see her, God. Like, kicking, swinging your claymore and doing all this with heels on? My God. You must have quite the stamina. I even have like...
How can you call this fishing when you're using a fully automatic rod?
You just want to chat.
What's the problem? Lots of people in Poisson use rods like these.
Automatic, huh?
But,
This is a big
but
gears.
shouldn't fishing be all about, you know, attentively watching the float and then excitedly reeling in the catch when you finally hook something?
Do you just want to talk? Is that it?
Well, that's one way to enjoy fishing.
Heart to heart?
What do you think, Traveler?
I like Paimon's method. Manuals all the way. Automation is more efficient. Seen a woman that runs and does flips with the heels.
That's how I feel as well. To me, I'm happy as long as I catch some fish.
Honestly, Paimon's mainly shocked at how much energy you still have at this hour. Usually by this time of night, it's a struggle for Paimon to even keep her eyes open.
It might just be something that runs in my family.
That's a thing?
I'm sure you'd get even sleepier if I delved more deeply into it. Anyway,
Yeah.
I was just thinking about how grateful I am to my mother,
This is a chance for us to talk.
as well as the rest of the Spina.
Your mother?
My father always had a lot of unrealistic expectations for me. But the more that he tried to get me to become like him, the less I wanted to listen to what he had to say. My mother never had those kinds of expectations, though. I've heard that she had only one wish for me, which was that I would have a happy and secure childhood. All the members of the Spina greatly respected her wish, so no matter what I did as a child, they were happy to humor me. Can you imagine? Whenever my father wanted to scold me for something I'd done, everyone would form up into 2 rows and just stand silently and listen to him rant. Maloose and Silver were always there too.
That sounds so ridiculous.
No matter what Papa yelled, nobody else would say a word. Eventually, Papa must have recognized scolding me over trivial matters was pointless, because he eventually stopped getting on my case so often.
Just the whole Spina sitting there listening.
Paimon would have never guessed.
Yeah. Looking back on it now as an adult, I can hardly believe how patient
Well,
and kind everyone was.
it was thanks to that you grew up. You're strong. It's all thanks to them. Even in such like a someplace running a mafia, you still grew up kind-hearted, so cheerful every day, willing to help everyone out without issue. I bet they're proud, you know. I love how Navia kicks her claymore away. Yeah, it is cool. Although it doesn't... It's probably just some fantasy-esque explanation for how it spawns back into her hands, but... It is cool. Her and Yelan kicking their weapons. Very badass.
When I was young, I often thought that I could do whatever I wanted, because there'd always be someone there to clean up after me. But once, I saw Malus come back wounded. He wouldn't tell me how he'd been injured, but I could tell it had something to do with me. I learned then that there's always a cost to making a mistake. The more you care about those around you, the more you should care about doing the right thing to the best of your abilities. Because if you do falter, there'll inevitably come a time when you'll have to face the consequences. And when that time comes, those most precious to you really will throw themselves in front of you and pay the price for your mistakes.
Navia, it must really be hard for you.
Sorry.
No,
I shouldn't have
it's
brought
fine.
that up.
It's completely
I
fine.
wasn't planning to talk about sad things tonight.
You can... It's like the only place you can really let it out.
Basically, I was just saying that the nurturing atmosphere of the Spina must have been my mother's legacy, rather than my father's. And if that's the only way that I can continue to feel her love, then I'd like to pass that warmth on.
Is that why you let those guys go today?
Although, maybe there's a part of not wanting to repeat the mistakes
That
of
better
the
not
past.
come to bite us back.
I want to be reasonable, at least.
Like she tries to do something nice, but no. Some like Romeo is just too foolish to realize that. I really hope that's not the case.
Hey, look! I think you've got something on the line!
What is it? What it?
But why isn't the rod automatically reeling it in?
Oh, there must be something wrong with how I installed the mechanism.
Oh.
It was my first time putting one of
It's
those
okay.
rods
We will
together.
just fish it out ourselves.
We can't let it get away. Come on, you two. Let's catch it.
Oh, we're just
You want Paimon to help too?
we're just going swimming. After some time, you finally manage to reel in the prize catch together. For the rest of the night, your rod continues to rack up catch after catch, while for some reason Navia can't seem to hook a single fish. Oh no! Navia is quite upset about her bad luck, but it's only when you begin to head back to that Paimon discovers the real reason to the mystery of why didn't she get a single bite.
You didn't attach a hook to your line?
Lord, Mom. God, Navia. Navia, jeez. Come on. It's
Stop
fine.
wasting time! The boss ain't gonna wait all day. We'll go ahead with the operation tomorrow. Do with that information as you wish.
No. No.
Well, your rod was missing a part too, so I guess that
Was
makes
that
it
cl-
fair.
Is that what I think it was? You're fucking with me, right? I was just saying he looked like a nice guy. That better not be the same person. God, it's gonna...
Well, if we're just talking about the number of missing parts, sure. Oh, never mind. Paimon really can't keep her eyes open.
They're gonna pull a Marcel again, aren't they?
All right, go to bed. I had a great time today.
What the oh, God.
See you tomorrow.
Oh, no. Is she gonna be okay?
So how was last night? Did you get a good night's sleep?
Paimon dreamt that she
You.
danced with the sea stars, so you could say it was stellar. Get it?
I was kidding. I didn't think they'd do it again. You... And where did you get that from?
I didn't know you had such a great sense of humor.
Coulter. Why? That was you, wasn't it?
Anyway, let's head out. I'll arrange for a boat to take us back to Poisson. I'm
This-
sure Adele will be happy to
uh,
see you two again.
Two of the things I wish didn't happen. Coulter being a bad guy. And that Navia's kind-heartedness fell on deaf ears. Fontaine.
Paimon
Dude.
hopes she'll really appreciate
Fontaine.
your gift.
Fontaine.
I hope so too.
Fontaine, what is wrong with you? Oh. Oh shit, we actually got like a... we actually got a furnishing item. Ugh. Oh. Oh shit, sorry. I bumped into it. Hi Scythe. Oh, I pulled Navia already. I lost my 50-50 to Kaching at like my first 10 pull. And then I got her like 70 to 80-ish pulls later. She's fine. Pulls were okay. I'm gonna leave her at C0 for now. She's actually kind of surprising me with her damage numbers. So I think she'll be good. Because I'm mainly still saving up for Father. But I also need a copy of Cloud Retainer. So yeah. I hope, I mean, at least with my savings. Yeah, Navia is really fun to play, like, hey. The sound design is really good for her. Where? Oh, it's underneath. It's in Poisson. I mean, I'm just planning to get Father to what? Like, I hope it won't take until like her rerun or something to get her to C2. I'm saving up a lot for Arlecchino. I hope I can get her to C2 in a single pull session. That'd be amazing. I was planning to skip her, but the trial with me, yeah.
Adele.
She's fun.
We're
She's
back.
really fun.
We brought you a gift from the court too.
Hey.
Whoa! Thank you so much, boss!
Ah, right. It's the family we saved from Jock.
Don't call her boss, okay, Adele? Just Miss Navia. would be fine.
You're not working under her yet. The uniform's just a promise.
Oh, it's all right. I don't mind. Besides the gift, I've also got another surprise.
Yoo-hoo.
Guess who's here?
The little white fairy beside me, it's yours as well. Surprise!
It's been a while!
Hello again.
Oh, it's you two. It has been a while indeed. Thank you so much for your help on Jacques' case. I've heard that you
Don't mention
also
it.
helped save all of Fontaine. You're truly just like the great heroes of legend.
I mean, this is what Genshin's good at doing. Selling you on the characters. With story and gameplay. Both two combined together. No wonder no wonder they make billions each month, huh? I'm not surprised in the slightest.
You're really amazing! And if Miss Navia's your friend, then she must be super amazing too!
Oh yeah. She's incredible.
What's in this thing? Can I look?
Of course. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's the uniform. Hey, it's for you. It's a bit big. You gotta wait a couple
A
years.
Spina di Rosula uniform! Is it for me? But isn't it a bit big?
You're still a kid. You gotta wait until you grow into it.
Well, it's a gift for future you.
Exactly.
When you first told me that you were interested in joining the Spina, I was overjoyed.
But you're too young.
But
it's mafia
it's the
work.
Spina's
It's
responsibility
dangerous.
to protect everyone as well.
Mm-hmm.
Being a member means becoming involved in all kinds of dangerous situations. And since you're still young, I don't want your mom to have to worry about your safety. So I turned you down then by telling you that you'll have to wait until you're older. But this uniform is a promise that you can join us once you're old enough to wear it.
Oh, so that's it! Well, thank you so much, Miss Navia! I'll work hard and
Aw.
grow up as fast as I can!
Good to hear. Don't skip school.
But you can't really grow up faster by working hard. You've got to be patient.
Coulter.
Everyone,
I'm cautious
really
of this
grateful
guy.
that you remembered my daughter's wish and took it seriously.
No.
Thanks to the protection of the Spina, Even though her father's no longer with us, we've still felt plenty of warmth and security.
You're welcome.
It's the least we could do. As long as you live in Poisson, even if you're not an official member, you're still part of the family.
Boss!
But
Huh? Is something up, Laurent?
I've got something urgent to report. Romeu and his folks have gathered outside Poisson and even shipped in a huge pile of explosives.
bombs? Oh, fuck. It's the plan they were discussing, wasn't it? Oh, they're assaulting Poisson now.
What? Explosives? What do they want?
All right, let's go beat them up.
It seems like they've been planning this for some time. We started investigating as soon as we received your letter yesterday.
There's no talking with them like this. She even let them go. She let the three guys go, and her kindness, like
But
I said,
Romeu
fell on
and his
deaf
folks
ears.
must have gotten wind as well, because they abandoned their former posts before we could even check on them.
Oh fuck.
We investigated their tracks and found out that they're after Poisson.
They have smartened up since we caught them red-handed at the court?
Seems like they've got no interest in sitting down and talking at all. We should have gone straight to the Maison Gardiennage.
Sorry, I underestimated the situation.
Because you're in on
Well,
it, Coltar.
Too late now, I suppose.
Sheesh.
Laurent, where are they keeping their explosives?
On the hill to the east of Poisson, near the Clementine line.
Wait, that could mean they're just gonna
They want to
blow
blow
up
up the
the-
Clementine line?
Certainly sounds like it.
Oh, you.
Romeu and his followers hate the Spina and everything to do with Callus. And the Aquabus was the source of their contention. If they manage to blow up the Aquabus line, all that rubble will come crashing down the hill and straight into Poisson.
Like a cave-in. It's gonna block the
Are they
entrance.
insane? There's tons of innocent people in Poisson!
They hate us. They hate Callus. And everyone associated with him. We have to stop him.
Yeah. If they've been planning this for ages, they're definitely not going to let this opportunity slip by. We have to issue an evacuation order to the townspeople and get them as far away from the entrance as possible.
God.
That should save them from the worst of it.
Again? Dude, this is the second time they needed to do evacuation for Poisson. Okay, we
Let's
better
get
get this
everyone
sorted
onto our
as
ship.
fast as we
That
can.
should be the safest place.
My dear partner, can I leave the Clementine line to you?
100%.
If the explosives do go off, not only would the people of Poisson be in danger, any aquabuses using the line would plummet to the ground.
What is wrong with people?
Let's stop their insanity first.
They literally just
then
lost half their
settle the score
residents.
with them.
Got it.
Leave it to us, Navia. Please stay safe, too.
This Romeo guy, I swear to God.
Let's go, you two. We've got to act fast. Miss Coralie, please take Adele to the ship.
Oh no. Oh. Oh. What the fuck are you gonna do? Hey!
Watch out, boss!
You son of a... Oh god, is Florent okay?
What do you think you're doing, Coulter?
Fucking bitch. Really? And he was gonna do it right there and then. You were gonna kill her?
I thought all the annoying little hindrances had left, but I still couldn't get rid of you.
Fucking god. Hi. God. It's another Marcel situation. It's Marcel number 2. Except, well, obviously he's not been disintegrating women, but betrayal. And this confirms it. Oh boy, I mean, this, the chatting with the goons from Romeo behind the bar down in Fleuve Cendre was a red flag enough. What is... Oh my god.
You mean this was all a trick? So that you'd be left alone with me? Coulter, are you with Romeo too? Oh. I get it now. You knew about their
There's
plans
a
all
kid
along.
here too.
You only told us they were doing badly so that we'd drop our guard.
Of course, they're actually loaded with more, aren't
Not
they?
quite. Though I share their positions on some issues,
Oh.
I've never cared for his more
So it's just
radical
you.
ideas. And that's because, out of the entire Spina di Rosula, I only hate you. Only you, Navia.
What did she ever... What did she ever do to you?
You better stick close to me.
Okay, Florent's okay.
Romeo
God, he
promised
only
me
got
that
like...
he would leave Poisson alone if I could just take you out. But it was like you were glued at the hip to that pesky traveler. You never gave me a chance to make my move. Romeo has lost his patience. I didn't have to be here today, you know. But I swore that I'd kill you.
No, okay.
Even if it meant being buried with you in the rubble.
It's still them working together.
Why?
Only someone as clueless about the past as you would ask such a foolish question. You never saw the heyday of Spina di Rosula, nor did you ever live through the golden age of Poisson. But I saw it all with my own eyes, and then I had to watch it all die, little by little.
Really? Really?
And it was all because of you, Navia. Clementine died because of you. Callus died because of you. Melusine Silver died because of you.
That's not her...
So many more
How can you
dead.
blame that on her,
Everyone
though?
dead, all because of you.
None of that was directly her...
So the shock and grief you showed us before, that was in Act 2?
Oh, God, I swear. Like I'm gonna keep saying, Fontaine villains are just so thick in the skull. Like... Are you serious?
Now you're catching on. I heard Melus was dead the moment I got out. Did you know? Down there in that blasted fortress, I spent a long time thinking about what happened and resolving to apologize to Melus as soon as I got out. Back then, because of that aqua bus, we had a huge fallout. I was convinced that all he cared about was loyalty, and that he had completely lost his capacity for critical thinking. The years passed by in a blur after that. I thought I had finally begun to understand him, and that he could help me relive the good old days again.
But he's gone.
But then he died, and it was because of you again, Navia. It's always because of you.
How could you... How could you say that?
I once loved the Spina and Poisson more than anyone else. But what is left now of either besides death and ruin? You've single-handedly destroyed everything that was beautiful. Everything I've ever loved.
That is literally because of the flood. It's... What the hell? How is it...
Don't listen to him, boss! He's just spouting nonsense!
Have you ever considered that maybe the people around you don't actually care about you at all?
Really?
Have you ever considered that maybe you only get respect because you're Callus and Clementine's child? That you've never done anything worthy? That you're just a big nothing?
Bro.
Have you ever considered that maybe people don't stay in Poisson because of you, but only because they have such beautiful memories of the past before you came?
Okay, sorry guys, we're gonna run an ad real quick. But oh, Jesus. Dude, what the hell? Oh. God, who else have we seen this blame carried over to their child story before? My God. This is so painful to watch. Christ. Navia's just... It's not even a joke anymore. She's just... she's not getting a break at all. It's just constantly people reminding her, attacking her of the loss that she didn't even. It's hurting her as much as it's hurting them as well. But I just feel it's unfair. You know, all of the thing with her mother, Clementine, Callus, it all happened in such a chain reaction. You can't really and then her getting thrown the position of president, you can't fault everything on her for that. It's just, I don't know, I'm not, it's too unfair for her. And then she was in the midst of the whole Fontaine disaster. I mean, hell, if she wasn't there, the whole of Poisson would have been gone, okay? Like... It's... sheesh. Yeah, he's just like this anger, he has to vent it out somewhere, this violence pent up inside him. Like, if not come on. Like, if not the father, then hey, the daughter of said father then, right? Jesus, it's unfair. It really is. Yeah. Someplace run. Okay. All right. Ad is over.
Because if you do falter, there'll inevitably come a time when you'll have to face the consequences. And when that time comes, those most precious to you really will throw themselves in front of you and pay the price for your mistakes.
We just talked about that last night.
Yeah. Looking back on it now as an adult, I can hardly believe how patient and kind everyone was.
Don't believe it, okay?
But is that really why they support me? Is their kindness...
Don't let it get to your head.
Shut your mouth! I, for one, really like Miss Navia. And my mom loves her too! I don't know how to explain it, but I like her. And that's that!
I'm sure Mr. Malus would be extremely disappointed in you right now. You've somehow managed to pin the blame for every mistake and tragedy in our history on the boss herself.
Get out of the way, Florent. I don't want to hurt you.
You already did.
You're gonna have to. Boss,
Hey.
There's no time for this. Stop hesitating and get out of here before you get buried.
You can't handle... You're already wounded, Florent.
Maybe you think you're being the realist by painting the history of the Spina and Poisson like this. But the love that I felt from everyone was just as real. I felt it. They've helped me get to where I am. And even now, I will continue to believe in that love. So let me show you just how much I love the Spina di Rosula.
Okay. Alright. Oh.
Watch out! Hey there!
Oh, there's more. You have really a lot of goons, huh, Coulter? You ass.
Attack! That's the way.
a person living in the past. That's his thing.
Watch out!
Ooh, and ended off with the blast? Hell yeah. That's what you deserve. One of them's dressed like Jacob. Jesus.
Laurent, I'll leave the town to you. Summon the other members and help with the evacuation of the townspeople.
Stay the fuck down. Fucking guy.
If you find any of Coulter's accomplices, subdue them quickly. And don't give them the chance to harm any ordinary civilians. I can't allow my partner to face the danger on the Clementine line alone.
I'm sure we're
Got it,
fine.
boss. I'm on it.
I'm sure we're fine.
Are you okay, Navia?
I don't know, but I have to go.
A short while earlier, you and Paimon dashed to the entrance of Poisson. Ooh boy.
Let's hurry up there. We have to protect the Clementine line. If they're gonna blow up the waterway, they must have planted the explosives next to the support pillars.
Oh shit, there's a timer. What the fuck?
Stabilize.
Shower me with praise! Coming at ya! Hey there!
God, 58. Holy shit.
Attack! Teamwork is dreamwork!
They certainly brought a lot of muscle. They're really slowing us down. But if we're meeting resistance, we must be heading in the right direction.
Oh shit. It's actually there. Oh shit.
Time to shine! Strike a pose!
Solidified.
Oh my, did you see?
Fire! Well,
93 with Farina's buff. Yeah.
hey there!
It has quite the range too. Yo,
Must be the explosives,
I am
right?
digging the
This
gunbrella.
is the control mechanism.
It's
How can we disable it?
probably not the brightest idea that I use her burst, which is like a barrage. That would have ignited it, surely. It's powered, of course, the annihilation reaction. They're abusing that as a bomb. Yeah. I noticed that now. It's both Uzi and Numa. They're using the reactions.
Oh, Paimon's too scared to touch any of this stuff.
Oh. What's this?
Huh? There's a strangely
It's a
shaped
key
hole
to
here.
deactivate it.
What is it for?
Could it be some kind of keyhole? Maybe an emergency switch.
Oh, that certainly sounds possible. Maybe one of the
Yeah.
people we just beat up has the key.
The annihilation reaction can act as bombs.
Okay, you take this side, Paimon will take the other. Let's see what we can find.
When you mix them, it's either boom or you get to solve a puzzle and you get a chest. So, nothing, right? Screw you. Anything? No, you just... Bro has a whole radish stuffed in there. I'm sorry. That's so fucking... What the hell? Okay, I'm guessing you have it then.
Oh, you found it! That's amazing!
Oh god, that is weird. Wait, where's... Oh, Paimon. There. What's in here? More money! You try to sabotage us? Okay, what's Paimon say?
Let's turn off the device right now! We're running out of time!
Okay. It really looks like imaginary quantum color wise when you look at them. Yeah, although probably this won't be like... Maybe there's a purer form of this energy. Maybe. Or that there's a new, completely different type of energy. Oh, I missed something? Oh, I don't think... Yeah, like, Paimon kind of just went away. Okay, so where's bro hiding that? You know, those kind of questions, that belongs in the forbidden knowledge. We'll never know. As in, we shouldn't know. That's forbidden knowledge. Oh, okay.
That should do it, right?
We didn't set it.
Navia and Florent
okay.
should be able to relax now.
Oh, we should still check the perimeter just in case.
Oh, you're right. They could have set explosives elsewhere too. Let's go.
So I'm guessing like Navia's kit mainly relies on. Oh. Oh no! There's more bombs on the hill. Of course, it's not just here. Oh shit, Louis! Oh, she's using elements again. Finally, I haven't seen her use Geo in years. Block it, block it.
Great work, partner. Just leave the rest to me.
Oh.
Watch out, Navia. You can't block them all.
Block. I'm doing this the Spina way.
Oh. Hold on. She is. How does she make an action scene look so majestic? And her burst. Dude, and the guitar, y'all hear the guitar? Oh. What an action scene. What the hell? Oh. Ah, did it? Yeah. Oh my, that was fabulous. Just fab. Holy, you see how cool that was? She was like, and then she had to.
Carry that even they're your enemies now.
She put
they
the.
were once a part of Spina.
She did the burst in the
Plan to
cutscene.
settle this privately with them.
Dude. Oh. She did the burst in the cutscene. That's so badass. What? Although, like, okay, I guess, like, shooting them and exploding them, like, decreases the momentum. Because I was worried that the other rubble would actually fall anyway. It probably, like, stopped it. Dude, oh. That was cool as shit. And, like, the OST in the background kind of gave me like a like reminded me of Puss in Boots. Like the guitar. Ooh shit. It was so, God, that was cool. Yeah, I don't know how the hell she pulls out her cannons. Like it just like it goes to the right of her every time. It just materializes. Like, hey, I guess synergizing with Geo can. She's like a yellow lantern, like Yellow Lantern, like from Marvel, like Green Lanterns. But what the hell? That would be cool though. That's almost, imagine if she actually makes it out of Geo herself. That's kind of like a Branya thing from Honkai Impact. Like when she becomes a Hersher, she memorizes like the components of a machine and then creates it. But it's probably not as deep as that. It's just, yeah, like you said, it's just the Teyvat has its own rule moment again.
I have nothing more to say to them.
Like they never explain how the weapon just somehow materializes back onto said person anyway. So, you know.
Regardless of whether their hatred and anger towards me or the Spina was justified,
Dude.
anyone who's willing to endanger innocent civilians is no longer sane enough to even be worth trying to talk to.
Gave us a bomb-ass cutscene though. But still, fuck you, Coulter.
Please prosecute them in accordance to the law.
And Jacob looking guy.
Spina di Rosula will not raise any objections.
Such an ad. There were so many of them too.
Sounds good. We're very appreciative of your help. Without it, the consequences would have been far worse. All right, this operation is a wrap. Take him away.
We won, Navia! We saved everyone! And you were so cool!
Yeah. Luckily, we were just in time.
You look a little pale, feeling a bit fatigued. Yeah, she was emotionally attacked, and then she had to play off that whole... It looked badass, but it was probably very exhausting to pull off. She looked great while doing it, though. But still. Winded after... I mean... I think she's just tired, right? Just imagine you moving like that while you're jumping, hopping everywhere with heels, and you're like maneuvering with a shotgun umbrella. That shit must be heavy as hell, by the way. It's like a spread shotgun after all. I'd be tired as hell too. Jesus. Dude, my fat ass can't even hold the umbrella, probably. You look a little pale, feeling a bit fatigued.
It's probably because I expended too much elemental energy at once. I'll be fine. Don't worry about me.
Oh. Wait, is it actually like you said? That can't be it, right? That's just what she thinks. That's weird. She got that C1 on her.
But you usually glow up whenever other people compliment you. Paimon's not used to seeing you like this.
Yeah, that can't. That I think that's what she thinks she happens. That can't be it.
Boss, we managed to catch all the infiltrators in the town. The Maison Gardiennage is taking them away as well.
Wait, does C1 give you 3 charges of Gunbrella? Hold on. That sounds badass.
Seems like Romeo really went all in on this mission. If he sent literally everyone he had, though, that also means we've caught them all, too. We won't have to worry about them from now on.
Where is he, though, Romeo?
Got it. That's good at least.
Take a rest, Navia. You bitch. Such an ass.
Coulter.
And look, being the kind person and forgiving person Navia is, she's probably not gonna, you know... Even if he might have tried to attack her, she's the kind of person to give,
I can
you know...
understand how you feel.
See? She's...
The things that we lost.
She's just too good.
They're forever beyond our grasp now. And that makes them appear even more precious.
She's just too... She's too pure for this world.
I am not callous. And I will also never become him. The Spina and the Poisson that you loved are both gone. But I will not change how I feel about our future. I still believe that this is a great opportunity to start anew.
You see, I like the framing of this. It's as if like this conflict never happened, and they're like, you're just a good friend of her dad, and she's just a daughter of your boss, and
I will spend more of what the Spina earns on the betterment of Poisson. What's more, I'd also like to propose some changes to the Aquabus routes, so that one day, the people of Poisson will enjoy the boons it brings as well.
Visions get a lot of boons. Remember when Lenny said even dropping from a high height won't kill vision users? Yeah, I'm assuming she's just tired.
I know what you're trying to say. Mr. Callus would never have said anything like that. There are too many things in life that are just beyond our control.
Like you.
In that, we are the same.
Henceforth, you are no longer a member of Spina di Rosula. But once you're discharged from the fortress again. You're welcome to pay another visit to Poisson.
She's so forgiving. God, it's hard to watch. She gets so much shit all the time, and she's still willing to give them a second chance. This is just the type of person Navia is. Like, oh. God, this world doesn't deserve Navia.
Thank you, Navia.
As I thought. Boss really is a kind and gentle person.
You don't say. The most kind and gentle of them all. And like you said, he was getting ready to just kill you right there, and you're still seeing the good in people.
She is also, I must say, a truly unlucky person. Thank you for protecting the Clementine line.
Oh. She's saying her mom's unlucky?
I was actually really scared, you know. I mean, even the Callus line won't be getting rebuilt anytime soon. If I'd lost the Clementine line too, I wouldn't know how to live with myself. A name is a way to etch a memory onto the world. Losing the line that bears her name, that I can see every day, would be like losing my mother all over again. Seeing it still standing there, tall and proud, it makes me really happy.
What happened while we were gone? Honestly, you look more upset than tired or anything.
Like the Azark? Pretty much. Yeah. Was Nahida even as forgiving as this? Jeez. God.
Just give her some time.
It's okay, everything's fine now. I'll get you back to Poisson.
Thank you so much. Can you give me a hand? I really don't have much strength left. Traveler, I want to ask you something.
See, she's
Please,
exhausted.
tell me the truth. Do you really see me as your partner?
Oh, fuck yeah, of course.
Of course.
My heart. I can't. Oh. I can't. This game does too much to me. This game.
That's good then. Hearing that, it brings me more relief than I can say.
This world doesn't deserve you. Oh. God.
How do you feel, Navia? Any better after taking a break?
How is a character like Navia in Genshin in Fontaine of all places? Ah, God, I feel awful.
I feel quite a bit better, but I should probably still rest for a few more days. Sorry, partner. I said some weird things earlier. Feel free to just ignore me.
A little weird, that's true, but that's because I never heard you doubt yourself before.
I used to think that
You're a
I'd
great
never
partner,
doubt myself.
Navia, okay?
But you could say I've discovered that I'm not as strong as I thought I was. Coulter mentioned my parents, as well as Malus and Silver. It's all thanks to them that I've made it this far in life.
Just like what I'm saying is that just her being in the Hoyoverse the whole universe. It's such a sin. Ugh.
Do you think they ever regretted the choices they made?
No, not for a
Has my
single
existence made this world a better place?
moment. Of course it is.
Don't think like that, Navia. You've already done more than enough.
Fuck, hearing her doubt herself like
No
this.
matter what others think, we'll always support you to the end of the world.
Well, since it's ended up like this, I suppose it's time for me to make a confession as well.
What?
There's something that I've been keeping from you as well, boss. Please, follow me. Everything is already prepared.
Oh, is it a... Wait.
Florent, I hope you can understand that
Is
I
it the
can't deal
statue?
with any more shocking revelations right now.
Don't worry. This surprise will be a pleasant one.
Is it the statue? Oh, please, she needs this right now. Wait, where? Oh, shit. Good loads. I need to go all the way over there. Dun, 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 dun. Motherfucker. God. Zhongli. Old man, you missed your footing. Alright, Navia. Here's the surprise. What is it? It's the statue. Oh, it's gotta be. Oh. Come on.
Why is everyone gathered here? And what's this?
The statue. Right?
This was supposed to be a gift to you from everyone in the town.
Or...
We were originally planning to show it to you once it was finished,
But?
but special times call for special measures. I've never seen you look so defeated before. So I've decided to show you the designs before the final
See?
product was done.
They care. You never should have doubted yourself. Everyone loves you.
Do I really look that bad?
Well, if you're ready, I'll unveil the present.
Oh. Is it? Is it? Actually. It's a little different though, but yeah, it's like the close to the same design. It's a little different. Hers has like a golden rim to it, a tad bit more fancy. What is it? What is this surprise? Oh, it's the design for it. Oh, they included her. Oh.
This is...
The one they worked on so long and didn't come up with a good picture. Oh, her mom and dad looks great in it.
Papa, Mother, and me.
See, I said you should have done Callus with the crossed arms. Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah. His dad looks really cool. Her dad looks really cool. Gosh.
We designed the look for Miss Clementine based on old camera records, as well as personal recollections from members of the Spina.
Aww. They even went to the length to.
Wow. This is the statue you mentioned before?
It is indeed.
It's
To
amazing.
be honest, we decided on the design a long time ago, and gave the sculptor permission to begin working. We only asked Boss to decide on a design so she wouldn't realize we had already started.
Hi, you sneak. Floran, you
How could
sneaky
we only have
bastard.
statues of Mr. Callus and Mrs. Clementine?
Even though Boss is still young, we've all seen the work she's put in regarding the whole synth business and the rebuilding of Poisson.
Aw.
We wanted to commemorate her contributions with a statue as well.
I don't know what Spina di Rosula was like in the past, but I know it's a great organization now.
With Navia around, we're not worried about this place's future.
We're gathered here
See?
today to tell our boss that we support you and believe in you wholeheartedly. I believe everyone is here for you.
You're
not
gonna
the
make her.
glory days.
You're gonna make her cry.
That's what we believe as well.
I will always believe in the bond between us.
Thank you so much, everyone. Then I'll be brave and just accept everyone's support for what it is. This really is quite the surprise. I never thought that I'd have the chance to stand next to my mother. Not even in my wildest dreams.
And it's gonna end here. Wow. Wow. Of course, the ending card rolls. Dude. Oh, what the fuck? If you want to keep the picture, take a picture. It'll be gone. Whoa, okay, take a pic. Okay. Thank you. Ugh. God, I wish this was brighter. Let's hide character. There we go. Got it. Oh wow. Maybe I'll get one with just like it's just at the front. Just one that's like closer to it. Brightness setting? Oh right, yeah, you're right. Well, yeah, I'll try that. Get ready to see the I get. Does it help?
I do love Spina di Rosula's logo.
It does.
Designed by
Yeah,
my
actually.
mother. Have you noticed how it's shaped like a heart?
Charlotte's special camera. Right. Where the hell is Charlotte? Get out here.
What's the news?
Where's the lens? Lens. It's activated. Okay. Oh, Charlotte's dead. Whoa. When the fuck did that happen? Ooh. Just like Star Rail. Whoopee. That's such a well-designed sketch. God, Callus is drawn perfect. Everyone's drawn perfectly. I think they really did a good job on like piecing together what her mom looks like too. Come on. Okay. All right. Can turn brightness down now. Or I keep it. Yeah, alright. A little bright. Now I hope we get a Navia Act 2. Well, dude, everyone in Fontaine deserves Act 2s because it's so good. How it manages to be so sad, but it's good storytelling. God.
It seems like I started to question myself a bit too much. I'll pick myself up again and become a more reliable president for all of you.
You're already great.
Looking back on it, I'm honestly embarrassed by how I acted earlier.
It's fine. You were exhausted. About the gifts from the townspeople.
I'm sure everyone longs for that one thing in life that seems trivial to others, but they themselves can never
Good idea,
obtain.
Scythe.
To me, that would be a family portrait. I've always been super jealous of other people's family photos. I've never thought I'd receive a family portrait of my own. Especially not like this. It seems like I'm not such an unlucky person after all.
We'll bring all the luck we can to you, okay?
It seems like looking back on it, I'm honestly embarrassed by how I acted earlier. You know, I've thought about it before. Though my mother only wanted me to live a happy life, that's actually a tall order as well. In practice, it's just as hard to achieve my father's expectations for me.
That is... Yeah, being happy is a bit... It is a challenge.
Even though my parents had very different personalities, they always had a lot of respect for each other. The Aquabus project was a monumental project that stood to benefit all of Fontaine. It would have been a little close-minded to assess or evaluate it only from the perspective of the clan. I think that's probably why she didn't step in to mediate or oppose the building of the lines.
And the last dialogue, I think.
It seed like, looking back on it, I'm honestly
About
embarrassed
asking,
by how
do
I
you really
acted
see me as a
earlier.
partner?
Oh, whoa. Why'd you have to remind me? Please don't say that again. It's super embarrassing for me. Oh, forget it now. Please forget that I ever said anything.
No.
Oh, wait. But it'd also be bad if you were to forget it.
Exactly. Which one do you want? I'm remembering it.
Okay, but please keep it a secret between us from now on. Please don't ever mention it again.